How we doing, people? Leonard Sekyonda back again, and it is my blog 3. No, it's blog 4 actually. I just thought I'd kind of come back because I haven't been updating my blog, because I've been trying to do as much as possible. So yeah, I just thought I'd do it today. And the blog I want to talk about today was actually to do with change, because I think that change is very important in any sort of progression or any sort of growth towards an individual, or aiming towards where they want to go to. I mean, me personally, just reflecting on some of the things that I've done, I've realised that I've more or less, I know people look at blogs now and say, whoa, where the hell is Leonard gone from one platform to another platform? And I just think basically it's because I've been able to kind of have self-awareness, on myself, and kind of always look to kind of better myself. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people have to be able to do. And as well as having to be able to do it, you have to be able to acknowledge it as well, because I'm not naive, and I know that I used to kind of do certain things and hang around with certain people, or I used to have different sort of traits. And I thought that today would be pretty cool to discuss change, because it's really important. And the change I'm talking about is not change in regards to like changing yourself to be someone else. I mean changing yourself to better yourself. And I think it's very, very, very important to kind of consistently analyze yourself and see how you can always better yourself, because I think that's personally one of the key things in any sort of progression, and it's always looking for that better out of you, and you never stop, because I'm still perfecting myself on a daily basis, as I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well. I was actually looking on my my MySpace just a second ago, and I thought I just to kind of implement the sort of change that I've gone through, so you guys can kind of see what I was doing before and how I used to, just to get a feel, because it's easy for me to sit here and talk all day and all that, but I thought I'd just show you. So let me just try and do this, because I've got to flip the camera, so I'm going to lift it now and show you guys the old Leonard Sekyonda. Bear with me. I want to make sure that you guys are definitely seeing this. So that's me, so that's me back in the day. Just going to go through a few of them. This is Leonard as Clipman when I used to MC. So hold on, that's the old Plats. Aquamasters. Oh man, this one's good. So yeah, I did used to actually film myself, didn't I? So yeah, and that's like me. I mean, try and do this right. I mean, from my standpoint, like those times were obviously I was younger, and now I'm a lot more older. So I'm just trying to sort this out. Now I'm a lot more older, and I can kind of, in a nutshell, fix this camera. Yeah, now I'm a lot older, and I can sort of obviously now look at the situation and think, hold on, that was then. But then also it's not. I mean, it's not a bad thing, because everyone starts from somewhere, but it's able to start from somewhere and kind of get yourself to another position. And that could be with everything. I mean, certain people, it takes different things, and it's also sometimes you can't be like naive to the fact, because sometimes it could even be the people you're hanging around with, or it could also be the people you listen to. It could be anything, because with the change itself, I've actually gradually kind of had to let go of certain things, let go of certain groups, and I used to be passionate about music itself, and that was MCing basically. And I remember when I was doing it around the time when I was MCing with people like Chipmunk and Ice Kid, and I even did songs with Wiley. I was actually quite active in the music industry itself, but there was a point in it where I had to kind of distinguish whether I wanted to stay in it and make it full time, or wanted to kind of back away from it. And I didn't want to do it in a sense that you just walk away from it kind of half-hearted, so you're in it but you're not in it. It was actually, with my reputation, I prefer to kind of be with something to the fullest, or just not be with it at all. So I actually withdrew from it, and from that point on, I kind of decided from that point that I really wanted to kind of go into this sort of business thing. So I had to actually start to hang around with people that were involved in business, and that could be not exactly hang around with them, but just being associated with people that were doing certain things and having that sort of activity. And that sort of hanging around with those sort of people kind of gave me that drive to kind of really stay on point, and it kept me always wanted to make sure that I don't get left behind. So I think it's very important when you're kind of going through that whole transition of of changing or bettering yourself, you make sure you're around people that that motivate you and get the best out of you, because that is really important with any sort of changes. You become part of what you're around, and I mean, if you're around people that chill all day, you will be someone that chills all day. If you're around some people that are always doing things and are always making money, you're gonna always be wanting to make money, and you don't want to be left behind. And they're gonna be bettering you in regards to giving you advice and other things like that. So I just thought, you know what I mean? I thought, because I haven't updated my blog for a while, and yeah, there is some good news I want to tell you guys soon, but I just don't want to, you know, yeah, not yet, but you guys will know soon. But I'm doing loads of things in that aspect in regards to that. But change, man, is really important, and I don't mean change yourself. I just mean change in regards to like making the steps towards bettering yourself and making sure that you're doing everything possible to making sure that you are moving forward continuously. Because I myself, I'm still learning things every day. I still, our last year, well, yeah, I'm 20 now, so I think 19, begin 19, that's when I first started actually reading books, and that's the truth, because before that I hated reading books. But you know, now I'm just kind of, you know, becoming more of an adult and kind of adapting to having to read and, you know, those sort of things. So I think change is, you know, it's a good thing. As long as you're able to perfect yourself, you can't go wrong. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to kind of run along that subject quickly, because I think it's a very important subject. My next blog, I'm actually going to, because I know I've been asked a lot of the time, can you actually tell me what happened, how you've got to what you got to, so I will explain that in the next blog. But I just wanted to kind of run this across, and I wanted to make you guys know I'm still alive and I'm still here. It's just that I've been doing loads of things to make things happen, so I will be keeping you guys posted. Remember, there is MyComeUp, which is becoming massive, and we're doing, just for the record, we're doing an event in New York. We're doing which is going to be in, don't want to get this wrong, it's going to be in September, I think it is September, and we've got one in Tampa Bay, which is Florida, which is going to be in December, and that's 2010. So we're doing quite a few events, and we'll also be doing one in London within the next 2 months. So get involved. So that's www.mycomeup.com. A lot of things happening, so I'm gonna let you guys go, but just food for thought, just give you guys a bit more background about Leonard Sekyonda, and I will speak to you people soon. Have a good night. Cool.